Have you ever wondered where the military salute originated? It's a gesture so ingrained in our consciousness, so ubiquitous in scenes of honor and ceremony, that it seems as if it's been with us forever. But like all traditions, it has a beginning, a history, and an evolution. The military salute, a sign of respect, camaraderie, and recognition, is wrapped in an enigma, shrouded in layers of time, culture, and interpretation. Its origin is a puzzle, with clues scattered across the annals of history. Some theories suggest it dates back to the Roman times, while others believe it evolved during the medieval era. The Romans, known for their disciplined military and rigorous traditions, are often credited with the genesis of the salute. It is said that the act of raising the hand was a way for soldiers to show their comrades and superiors that they came unarmed, a symbol of peace and trust in a world where treachery was commonplace. On the other hand, the Middle Ages painted a different picture of the salute. Knights, armored in heavy iron suits, would lift their visors to reveal their faces, a sign of respect towards their fellow knights and their superiors. This act of lifting the visor has been interpreted by some as the precursor to the modern-day salute. But the truth remains elusive. The military salute is not simply a gesture, it's a symbol, a language of its own. It communicates respect, trust, and a shared understanding. It's a mark of unity, a bond that transcends borders and time. And yet, the question persists. Who was the first person to salute in the army? What happened at that moment? The answers to these questions are lost in the mists of time, but the quest for understanding continues. The enigma of the salute is as captivating as the act itself. It's a journey through history, a dance of culture and tradition. It's a story that has been told and retold, each retelling adding another layer to its rich tapestry. Let's delve into the fascinating history of the military salute. Let's unravel the enigma piece by piece and discover the story behind one of the oldest and most respected traditions in the military. Taking a step back in time, the practice of saluting dates back to the Roman times. The Romans, known for their military prowess and organizational skills, were also the first to adopt a form of saluting. However, it wasn't quite the salute we're familiar with today. Picture this: two Roman citizens crossing paths in the bustling streets of Rome. As a form of greeting, they would raise their right hands, palm facing the person they were acknowledging. This wasn't merely a casual hello, it was a sign of peace. A way to demonstrate that they held no weapons, no ill intentions. This gesture wasn't exclusive to the military. In fact, it was a common practice among all Romans. But why the right hand, you may ask? The Romans believed in the concept of the dextrarum iunctio, or the joining of right hands, as a sacred symbol of fidelity and trust. From this social greeting, the act of raising the right hand gradually found its way into military customs. Soldiers, when meeting their superiors, would raise their right hands, signifying respect and loyalty. In contrast to today's crisp and formal military salute, this gesture was more relaxed, informal, and most importantly, a sign of peace. As the Roman Empire spread across the known world, so did their customs and practices. The right-hand greeting became a universal symbol, adopted by different cultures and civilizations. It was the dawn of the salute, an embodiment of respect and peace. A practice that has endured through centuries, evolving with time and adapting to different military traditions. But the journey of the salute doesn't end here. As we move forward in time, we see the salute evolve, adapting to changing military customs and societal norms. From a simple Roman greeting, it metamorphosed into a more formalized military practice, taking on different forms in various cultures and periods. From Rome, let's move forward to the Middle Ages. The salute story continues, weaving its way through knights and chivalry, forever establishing its place in military tradition. Fast forward to the Middle Ages, the salute took on a whole new meaning. It was during this time that chivalry was in full swing, and knights roamed the land. As you may know, these knights were often clad in armor, their faces hidden behind visors. But when they encountered each other, they would lift these visors, revealing their faces. This was more than just a practical necessity. It was a mark of respect, an early form of the salute that we know today. Imagine, if you will, two knights meeting on a dusty road. They don't know each other, and their initial instinct may be to prepare for a potential conflict. But then, one lifts his visor, showing his face. It's an act of vulnerability, of trust. It says, "I see you as an equal, I respect you." This small gesture could diffuse tension, preventing unnecessary violence, and so the act of lifting the visor became an important part of knightly etiquette. But it wasn't just about respect among equals. When a knight approached a king or a queen, he would also lift his visor. This was a form of submission, a recognition of the monarch's authority. It was a way for the knight to say, "I am at your service." In this way, the salute became a symbol of loyalty and obedience. Of course, the Middle Ages were a time of constant change, and the salute was no exception. As the centuries passed, it evolved, adapted to fit the needs of the society. But throughout all these changes, one thing remained constant. The salute was always a sign of respect, a way to communicate trust and loyalty. So the next time you see a soldier salute, remember the knights of the Middle Ages, lifting their visors in a show of respect. Remember that this simple gesture carries centuries of history with it, a legacy of chivalry and honor. The Middle Ages brought a whole new perspective to the salute, but it didn't end there. As we move into the modern era, the salute as we know it today begins to take shape. In the 18th century, the British Royal Navy became the birthplace of the modern military salute. The gesture was shaped by practicality and the constraints of the era. Sailors, often with grubby hands from hard work at sea, would tip their hats to officers as a mark of respect. But as headgear grew more cumbersome and hands were more frequently occupied, the act of removing the hat became more difficult. So, the salute evolved. It became a simple, efficient gesture, a touch of the hat's brim. Over time, even this was streamlined further, with the hand moving to the brow instead, a motion that could be performed even if a hat was not worn. Efficiency and practicality shaped this change, but the underlying sentiment of respect and deferity remained the same. As the British Empire expanded, so too did its naval traditions. The salute, in its modern form, began to spread across the globe. It was adopted by other military institutions, each adding their own unique nuances to the gesture. In America, the salute became a crisp, palm-down motion, influenced by the British, but distinctly their own. In France, the salute was performed with the palm facing outward, a symbol of their revolutionary ideals of openness and transparency. Each country's salute reflected their own military ethos, but the underlying principle of respect remained. In a way, the salute became a sort of international military language, a wordless way to convey respect and recognition, regardless of nationality or rank. Today, the modern salute remains a symbol of military tradition, a nod to the past even as it continues to evolve. It's a testament to the enduring nature of respect, and the way it can be expressed in a simple yet profound gesture. And so, the modern salute was born. But who was the first person to salute in the army? Let's find out. The first recorded instance of a salute in the army is shrouded in the mists of antiquity, lost to the sands of time. However, we can trace its origins back to the Roman army. The salute was not merely a greeting, but a sign of respect and camaraderie among the soldiers. In the midst of the Roman Empire, a soldier named Gaius Marius stood out. Now, Gaius Marius wasn't just any soldier. He was a highly decorated general, known for his bravery and leadership. It was he who is often credited with initiating the first salute. Picture this: the Roman legions were preparing for battle. The air was thick with anticipation. Gaius Marius, standing tall and proud, lifted his hand to his brow in a show of respect to his fellow soldiers. This seemingly simple gesture, a hand raised to the brow, was a powerful symbol. It signified respect, trust, and mutual recognition. It was more than a greeting. It was a declaration of shared purpose and unity. This gesture by Marius was not lost on his fellow soldiers. They saw in it a sign of his respect for them and their shared duty. Inspired, they reciprocated the gesture, and thus the first salute was born. However, it's important to clarify that this is largely conjecture. The exact origins of the salute are difficult to pinpoint due to the lack of written records from that era. Yet the narrative of Gaius Marius and his salute has been passed down through generations, becoming a part of the rich tapestry of military tradition. From that first salute, the practice spread throughout the Roman legions and eventually to other armies around the world. It evolved over time, taking on different forms in different cultures, but the essence remained the same: a gesture of respect and camaraderie. The first salute set a precedent that has been followed ever since. But what does the salute mean? Why is it so important? The salute, a simple gesture, is laden with profound significance. It's more than just a military custom. It's a symbol of respect, a sign of recognition, and an affirmation of loyalty. When a service member salutes, they're not just raising their hand to their forehead, they're sending a message. They're saying, "I see you, I respect you, I am here, ready to serve." It's a subtle yet powerful way of communicating one's allegiance and readiness to execute the duty that lies ahead. A salute is a sign of respect, acknowledging the rank and position of the person receiving it. It's a way of saying, "I understand your authority, and I respect it." This respect isn't just for the person, but for the position they hold, the responsibilities they bear, and the sacrifices they've made. Moreover, a salute is a demonstration of loyalty. When service members salute their superiors, they're expressing their commitment to the chain of command, to the mission at hand, and to the larger cause they're serving. It's an embodiment of the military ethos: loyalty, duty, respect. The salute also serves a practical purpose. It's a clear, non-verbal way of communicating in the field, where words might be drowned out by the sounds of conflict. A crisp salute can convey a multitude of messages, from a simple greeting to an acknowledgement of an order. But perhaps the most significant aspect of the salute is its role as a unifying tradition. It connects present-day service members with those who came before them. Every time a salute is rendered, it echoes the countless salutes of the past, creating a continuous link from the very first salute to the latest. So the salute is not just a gesture, it's a symbol, a message, a tradition. It's a testament to the respect and loyalty that are at the heart of military service. The salute has become an integral part of military tradition. We've come a long way from the Roman times to the present day. The salute, a gesture that's as old as military history itself, has been a constant companion, evolving and adapting to the changing times and cultures. It's a fascinating journey, one that's steeped in tradition and respect. Let's take a moment to recap what we've learned. Our journey began in ancient Rome, where the idea of the salute was born. It was a practical gesture back then, a way for soldiers to show their commanding officers that they came in peace, their right hand empty of weapons. This was a time when trust was essential, and the salute was a way of establishing that trust. From there, we traveled to the Middle Ages, a period of chivalry and knights. The salute evolved during this time to become a sign of respect. Knights would lift their visors to show their faces, a gesture of goodwill that eventually became the modern military salute. And then, we entered the modern era. The salute as we know it today, the right hand touching the forehead in a sharp, respectful gesture, became standardized. It was no longer just about showing peace or respect, but also about discipline and order. A well-executed salute became a testament to a soldier's discipline and training. We also learned about the first recorded salute. This honor belongs to a British soldier named Private Thomas Atkins. His salute, given to his commanding officer during the Crimean War, was the first of its kind to be officially recorded. It was a defining moment, one that set the precedent for millions of salutes to come. But what truly makes the salute special is its significance. It's not just a gesture, it's a symbol of respect, of loyalty, of unity. In the military, a salute is more than just a formal greeting. It's a way of acknowledging the sacrifices and hard work of those in uniform. It's a way of saying, "I see you, I respect you, I stand with you." It's important to remember that while the salute has changed over the years, its essence has remained the same. It continues to be a symbol of respect and loyalty, a testament to the discipline and dedication of those in the military. It's a tradition that's been passed down from generation to generation, a legacy that's as much a part of military life as the uniform itself. The salute, a simple gesture with a rich history, continues to be a symbol of respect and loyalty in the military. It's a testament to the enduring spirit of those who serve, a reminder of the values and traditions that bind them together. And as long as there are soldiers, there will be salutes. A timeless tradition, the salute stands as a beacon of respect, loyalty, and unity in the face of adversity.